right, Sean Zittel here with the undefeated super featherweight contender, number 2 ranked by the WBO right now, fighting Abraham Nova here in Vegas, June 21st on Top Rank ESPN. Man, what's going on, Andres?
Not much, just working hard and staying disciplined.
It's crazy that this fight is going on. I remember a year ago here in Vegas at the Palms, you were going off on Abraham Nova and the other fighter. I can't remember who it was, but you're going off on him, and now you're fighting him, man. What do you think about that?
It's just he was offered to fight me for that night, and what I heard, he said no. So, I just made it. I just got it out there. He was saying that he did want the winner or whatnot, but I just made it clear that he was offered the fight and he said no. So now his back's against the wall. So now he has to fight me.
How much of that was, Andreas being Andreas, showing another part of who you are, and how much of it was like, I gotta speak up to get opportunities in this game?
At times I try to stay humble, but when it comes to like lies and stuff, I'm a guy that never lies. So when I start hearing lies, especially about me, it's just like that switch goes on, and I speak the truth. So.
What'd you think of his last fight with O'Shaquie Foster? It looked like he did a little bit better than people expected him.
I think it was a really good fight between both of them. I think he did the fight that he could. He fought. He had the fight of his life right there. I think that's the best Nova that I personally think there is, and that's the Nova I'm expecting. So I just I don't know if O'Shaquie was hurt or not. That's what his claim was, but if he was, he wasn't. It was still a good fight overall.
If that is the Nova that we get, June 21st, how do you see this fight looking?
I'm putting him out. I'm putting him out, and I don't care what Nova comes. He can be times 10. I still think I put him out.
What makes you a better fighter than Abraham Nova? And go ahead.
I think just overall I'm faster, stronger. I think I have more IQ. I'm smarter in there. When it comes to boxing, I see a lot of holes, and it's different to see my game outside the ring and then to get in there and actually feel the shots and feel my strength and everything. So I think when it comes down to that, people start to break.
Well, you took the word. Do you think you break him? Break his will?
Most definitely, and I think I do that without trying. I think that's just my game, and I'm smart in there, and overall I don't get hit. So when it comes fight night, just expect another knockout.
You're a Mexican-American kid.
Yeah.
He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
We know the history of that in boxing. Are you kind of looking forward to that? Let me get my own Puerto Rico versus Mexican, fight in.
I think this is like my 3rd one in a row.
Okay.
I love a good fight. So if he brings a good fight, then that's what the crowd wants to see. So I'm ready for whatever he brings. Like I said, but just expect the knockout.
Any favorite Mexican versus Puerto Rican fights that you got?
I think all the ones that De La Hoya did. The one personally. If it was fake or not, Margarito Cotto, whatever. But I just think overall that was a really good fight because Cotto boxed the first half, and then the second half Margarito came on. I don't know, I was young to see obviously the behind the scenes, but as far as I remember, that was one of my favorite fights growing up.
Yeah, for sure. That was 2008. So you were, how old were you?
I don't know. I was young. I've been watching boxing since I was like 5 though. My first fight was Vargas versus De La Hoya, so so I've been watching boxing for a while.
What fighters did you look up to the most, and you still admire?
I think,
or study even,
I think De La Hoya was definitely one of my favorites overall, and just like anybody else, Prince Ahmed, Sergio Martinez, Miguel Cotto, all those. It's a lot. Marquez, Manny Pacquiao. I was just I don't really have favorite fighters, but I do have favorite fights.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're ranked number 2 in the world by the WBO. Valdez is like the interim champ. Navarrete is the full champion.
Yeah.
You think we're headed towards? Oh, what were we gonna say?
I stopped looking for that fight. I think if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't,
Which one?
The Valdez and me. I just don't think he wants to get in there with me, so I left that fight alone.
I hear you. I understand
yeah.
what you're saying, but I don't know. I think there's a possibility we still see that fight if you beat Abraham Nova, man. If it could happen, what do you think of that fight with Valdez?
I think I'll take it any day of the week. It's just I don't know. You said Valdez versus
you. Yeah.
I mean, I just think if we did decide to get in there, I think I put on a boxing clinic and really put him out and retire him.
You were a step ahead, like, because Valdez has been this great warrior in the sport, 2-division champ, but like when you see him come to tears after the Wilson fight, it almost looked like how many more does he have left in him?
I think I respect him 1,000%. You know, I respect what he did in the sport. I just think I think in with the new, out with the old. So that's how I see it. And I think if I was to get that fight, my job would be go in there and retire him.
Right, because sometimes the aging champion needs that to happen, right? Or else he won't lead the game.
Yeah, and if I didn't do that, then I did something wrong. So.
Now, what about Navarrete, who didn't look good at 35, lost? So you'd imagine he's got to come back down to 30, defend that belt. What do you think of that fight with Vaquero?
I think he'll definitely sharpen up. I think it was just maybe he got comfortable. I think we definitely seen better Navarrete.
Yep.
I think at 30, he has to be a little more disciplined. So I think that's what makes him a little bit better. But I mean, I'm open to any fight, whether it's him or anybody. So I do think he would be the toughest fight in my division. But if it happened or if he decided to stay there, either or, it don't matter.
So you're realistic about how you assess these fights. You're like, okay, I'll retire Valdez, but Navarrete, that's a tough fight. It's a different story.
Of course. I do think I'll put him down though. I do think so. I think he needs to do some sit-ups or something. But
to the body, you're saying. You're not talking about
the
chin.
Of course. So I think there's definitely a way of beating him and putting him out.
You think 12 months from now, in the next 12 months, you fight for the WBO world title?
Hopefully, I think that's where we're headed, and hopefully, I get my shot, and I think I will after this fight.
Oh, you got a little smile. Like maybe you had some good talks with Top Rank.
I'm just, I'm staying focused on this fight, and then after that, we'll talk more business. But as of right now, I'm focused on Nova, and I'm gonna go in there and showcase, my skills and put them out, and on to the next.
Let me just ask you about a big thing going on in the sport. Ryan and Devin. I heard you went to junior high with Devin.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I went to middle school with Devin. I've known him since.
What middle school was that?
It was Bob Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, here in Vegas. So I grew up with him. Always hardworking, and So hopefully, the truth comes out with that whole steroid things or whatever's going on. Yeah, whatever. I don't know too much about it, so I don't want to speak on it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you? I heard you. You don't want to talk too much about it, but did you kind of feel for Devin because you go back with him and
of course.
It may or may not have been.
Of course, you know, my money was on him all day long. I didn't expect that at all. I thought it'd be the opposite, and it's sad and it sucks the way it happened. But it's boxing at the end of the day, and I think sometimes you just gotta take it on the chin and look forward.
Okay, man. I'll let sleeping dogs lie on that. Man. Thank you for your time, Andreas.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
June 21st, ESPN will be watching, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.